Hi girls, welcome back. I got a request to do a video on what tampons you should try for the first time using a tampon. And so I'm just going to talk about different types, and I'm also going to go into detail about how they open and stuff, because for me at least that's pretty important. So to start, here I have the Playtex Sport Regular. I just have the 18 count, and these are my favorite tampons and the only tampons I can use pretty much. I'm really picky with tampons, so for me, these are the only ones that work for me, and I'll explain why. So first off, the way it opens up, it goes around in a circle with the 360 protection, so it doesn't leak for me, which is great. And as you can tell, it's more narrow at the bottom when it opens up, and then it gets bigger as it goes out. So when you're removing it, for me, it's the most comfortable because it's like a gradual thing. And I also really like the applicator. It's got a really good grip, which is important, and this oddly shaped barrel here, and actually it has more of a narrow tip, and for me this makes it easier to insert, so that's always good, and that's good for beginners as well, to make it as easy as possible and as comfortable as possible. I also find that these tampons are the shortest out of all brands. If you take them out of their applicators and put them up side by side, these are the shortest and the smallest before they are soaking anything up, so that's why I think it's so comfortable. So I definitely recommend these if you're trying tampons for the first time. I definitely recommend these in a regular, because they're really good, and I know a lot of people that do like these. Some people who don't like them is because they don't have a backup braid. As you can see, it's just a normal string. So if you have a really heavy flow and super or super plus doesn't work, then maybe they aren't for you. So next I'm going to talk about the Tampax Pro. I have these in a light only. I got a sample of the regular, and they were just kind of too big for me. The lights even seemed too big because I used these on a light day and wore them for the maximum amount of time I could, and it still really hurt to take it out. Whereas if I did it with the Playtex Sport, it wouldn't be painful. But these, it was quite uncomfortable, so I didn't really like that. But again, it has the backup braid for leaks, so if you do have a heavy flow, I think these would be probably better for you. If you have a light flow, not as much. So I'm just going to show you what they actually look like. So this is the box. If you're trying them for the first time, I'd recommend to get a small box of just 18. So if you don't like them, you don't have that many. And this is what they look like when they open up. This is what they show you on the back of the box, but in reality, they open up more like this. This was just a video someone else, oh no, it's a review someone else did on these tampons, and it has this backup braid here, which is great for heavy flow, and it has the braided string all the way down, so it's kind of more comfortable to grab onto. It feels more sturdy, if that's important to you, and it opens out to the sides. It kind of forms to your body a little bit, so it doesn't open up fully as wide as you'd see in an absorbency test, so that's good. It does have a plastic layer around the outside, I think it keeps it more dry and it's supposed to make it easier to remove, so that's also a plus. I'd recommend these if you have a heavier flow, but if you're trying them for the first time, I'd suggest a light or regular absorbency. And then next, I want to talk about the iconic Kotex Click. A lot of people talk about these, and I understand why, because they're typically smaller than most tampons. They're smaller than the Playtex Sport, but they're still like longer, like the actual tampon fills the whole barrel, whereas the Playtex Sport stops about here. So you still have this extra length, so if, you know, it's too long, that could be uncomfortable. That's what I felt with these, so that's why I don't use them. They are really comfortable to put in though. My issue is mostly of how they open up, because they open up as like a perfect cylinder, so there's no gradual, I guess, feeling when you're removing them, and it was quite painful for me. I never had a good experience removing them, so that's why I don't use them. I'll show you. Yeah, so this is a video somebody did. As you can see, it's a perfect cylinder as it opens up, and this is the part that would be coming out first, which is quite big. So even though it's small at the start, it's quite big on this end that you're pulling it out, so I don't find that very comfortable. But yeah, you can give these a try. I'm not making it biased. I still think they're good for first time tampon users to try them at least, and you know, if you don't like them, you can try a different kind. But yeah, that's just my recommendations. So it's the Playtex Sport regular, Kotex Click regular, and Tampax Pearl Light or regular. I think those would all be fine. I also do suggest, if you want something more kind of natural, is the Playtex Gentle Glide. The only difference is that it doesn't have like dyes or fragrances or anything in it, so it's supposed to be more healthy or organic for your body. It's basically the same thing as the Playtex Sport, and I've tried them before and they're fine. The only thing is the packaging is very loud, so if you want to be more discreet about it, then that wouldn't be good for you. So yeah, I do recommend those tampons if you're trying for the first time, and don't be afraid to venture beyond these recommendations. It's just something that I think would be a good first time tampon. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more. Thank you.